Yeah, baby. It's your boy. That's who it is. No, not Eric Anders, but it's your boy, Coach Shelton Harrison. And we're on the Bias but Balance podcast. Yeah, baby. I hope this is it. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Here we go. Let me see. Let me get the screen in. Let's hope for the hope. Hold on, guys. Having some technicality difficulties, but the coach will fix those for your viewing pleasure. Tay Brown, what's up, baby? Robert Henry, let's go. Marcus Bell, it's the coach. Coach Shelton Harrison, there never be no comparison. Yeah. Oh no, this ain't a blow-by-blow analysis. Ashley Knuckles in the building. Reggie the Tree. What it do? All right, who we got? What's done happened in that comment thread? Think we got somebody new to the family? We'll never know. YouTube be on me, man. Good old YouTube. Man, everybody love YouTube, don't they? Salute to the whole chat. That's right, family. Tay Brown in the building, boy. Tay Brown is a soldier. That's a soldier for y'all. Tay Brown been supporting the coach for I don't know how long. A long time. I tell you that. It's been legit too. What it do, y'all? What it do? Man, I don't know what's wrong with my dang comments. They ain't popping up. They ain't doing nothing. Tay said for 2 years. Yeah, baby, that's what it is, Tay. I hear you. Trying to fix these comments, but oh, wait a minute. What's going on? Is this private? No, it's public. Okay. I don't know what's going on. Reggie the Tree, the body snatcher. What it do, y'all? I'm trying to fix the technical difficulties. And y'all know what to do. Okay. Alright, let's see if that works. Gotta have my comments on the screen. Alright, there they go. Man, what it do, y'all? What it do? Let me see if I got 10 people in the building. Y'all know if I got 10 people in the building, y'all know it's time to cut the music. This is the Bias but Balance podcast. And I'm your host, Coach Shelton Harrison. Oh, we got a lot to talk about today. Yep, 12 watching. Let's cut this music. Let's cut this music and let's really get into some people's asses today. Let's get into it, man. Look at Zania B. What's up, Zania? What's up, girl? What it do, Zania B. Shaka? You know. Zania B in the building. Tay Brown in the building. I thought I saw George Page running around there. Yep, I see George Page. Yeah, buddy. Thank you to all the people that sent me messages, man. A lot of you guys said you enjoyed the commentary on the fight last night. It was entertaining. So, definitely shout out to everybody that enjoyed the commentary, man. I try. Okay, guys. General Africa in the building. General Africa is here in the building. Excuse me, y'all. I'm clearing my throat. Let me send out a link to General Africa. General Africa, okay? Okay. He's normally the show co-host on here, man, but we get it in. Excuse me, y'all. Trying to clear my throat here, y'all. Okay. The Jackson-Winkeljohn curse. The Jackson-Winkeljohn curse. Wow. We got the general in here. What's up, General? Okay, we got General Africa in here. General, what's up, man? Okay, General Africa's having some technical difficulties. You hear something in the background? That's my fan. Tay Tay Brown, that's my darn fan.
Hey, can you hear me good? Because I got a new phone.
Oh yeah, I can hear
Can
you,
you hear
man.
me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Good,
What's up, man?
good, good, good. Man, I'm trying to. I'm just, man. I'm kind of laughing at. I mean, the girl put up a good fight. We're gonna get into it. Hold up, let me shut this thing off, man. 1 second. Um, the girl Michelle, Waterhead, she put up a
Oh
good
man.
fight, man. But we'll get into that. We'll get into that. Some of these chicks, they gotta stop wearing these white shirts. Just bring in another type of shirt, man. If you just
The general is cutting in and out. General.
let me, I'm gonna come in through Gmail. Did you send a link to that as well?
Yeah, I think it should have went to Gmail.
Okay, because I got it. It called to my phone. So I
Oh,
just picked. No, I mean, and that works too. But yeah, I think I send it again to my email, brother.
okay, okay.
I'm going through my computer because you said it's going in and out.
Yeah, well, okay, it's fine now.
Okay, it's this dang friggin' stream, not StreamYard, friggin' YouTube, man. What's up with that?
I don't know. YouTube, man. I'm the stepchild on YouTube. Shadow ban. Shadow ban. Okay.
Well, you should have about 20K subs by now.
Hey, man. We should, but we ain't getting. They ain't allowing it, bruh. But so let's go ahead, man. I want to talk about this Jackson-Winkeljohn curse. Okay. I really want to get into this because the Jackson-Winkeljohn curse. I've been telling y'all and telling y'all this for years. Okay. Been telling you dudes about this Jackson Wink curse, and people don't want to believe me. Okay. Well, I hope y'all saw last night. Okay, what happened with this Jackson-Winkeljohn curse? Michelle Waterson, man, she just got beat up. Okay, I mean Michelle got her ass whooped, and it wasn't pretty. She went in there, and I knew she wasn't gonna be able to strike with Joanna. Okay, I knew that wasn't gonna be a reality. Michelle just went in there and just survived. Okay, that's what she did. Now I know you, Miss Waterson, Michelle's mama, will come on here to the stream, or not even the stream, but you will leave a comment, a goofy comment at that. You'll leave a comment say that I'm picking on Michelle. Well, I mean, the proof is in the pudding. Okay, no wonder your daughter didn't want to fight Tatiana Suarez, because it probably would have been a mauling instead of just a complete beatdown. And Mike Winkeljohn, let's just put it out there, man. Mike Winkeljohn is probably the really sole reason why the Jackson Winkeljohn MMA gym is not performing up to what they're supposed to be. Okay? Mike Winkeljohn, there's something wrong with him, man. There's something really wrong with this guy, man. And I don't know what it is. I don't know what they doing down there in that Wink John gym. But these fighters, they're not even looking halfway competitive. I mean, General, you remember John Jones's last fight? Okay, you remember what against what is his name, man? You probably remember his name against the
Yeah,
Brazilian dude,
uh, was it
Santos,
Tiago?
Thiago
Yeah, yeah,
Santos. Yeah,
yep.
Thiago Silva. Man, look, man. John Jones didn't look too impressive in his last fight. Holly Holm got her head kicked off her shoulders by Amanda Nunes. And now you got Michelle Waterson, who corner they should have throw the damn towel, throw the towel, but they didn't do it. General, they went in there, the corner, they let Michelle take that beating like that, man. Um, I mean, your thoughts on the fight, man?
Well, I mean, like you said, and that was a great. My laptop charger was messed up, so I had to actually go back and watch the fight. And you had it, man. I mean, your streams, bro, it was great. It was it was good. But like you were saying, I mean, especially, and I caught the post fight. It was legs, but she was good. I mean, Watterson was getting kicked in the butt, the leg, and I think those leg kicks from the jump of the from the jump, man, from Joanna Jacek really just set the tone. And I mean, she was getting battered to those legs, and those leg kicks add up. And then, like you said, leg kick, butt kick, kick to the torso, going up top, jab, jab. And like I said, I mean, I'm not trying to be mean, but some of these chicks that you come in, you got to know who you about to fight, man. You got to know you about to fight. If you're gonna take all these head kicks and jabs to the mouth and this and that, you gotta wear a different type of shirt. She bleeding all over the place, man. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, she didn't have nothing for Joanna Jacek. She didn't have nothing for her, and it was brutal, man. And the Jackson Wink curse, it strikes again. Um,
Man, she even
no,
turned Bojangles into a world class wrestler. Like I said, God dog, you gonna let Bojangles take you down? Hey, look, man, look. Bojangles can fight, but man, you let Bojangles get you with a takedown. It's okay. Here's what you need to do. Okay, you need to do this, and I'm finna give you some advice. Hold on, I'm finna let y'all hear it now.
because we want to help you.
Uh, if Bojangles takes you down, here's what you need to do. Here it is, right
Coach, coach, can I say something right quick, man?
here.
Listen,
Throw the damn
ladies,
towel.
ladies, please. This not. I mean, listen, I'd love to do it, but it's not even just for me. You got to come in, you know. Coach is smooth. I do my thing, man. I know how to talk. I know how to talk. Listen, you guys gotta. If not us, then somebody else. It's not about us. But we know what we're doing here. You got to come in. You got to hire some PR people, man. I mean, Waterhead Watterson. Listen, I know it sounds like I'm being hard on you. Listen, I commend you for taking the fight, even though I mean it's kind of a win-win. But you are a warrior. I'm not trying to take away from you. But all this stuff you were saying about Tatiana Suarez, coach is right. I mean, this makes sense. It all makes sense now because this one it wouldn't have been necessarily a fight, just throughout the rounds of beating, but you would have probably got choked out. You probably would have. With what you came in this fight, you would have been finished. All right, because we all know as good as Joanna Jacek is, she doesn't have knockout power like that. She doesn't. I mean, it is what it is. And now we know why you didn't want that smoke with Tatiana Suarez. What does Tatiana do for me? What does Tatiana do for me? Well, I mean, I guess she it won't be a beating like this. It won't be a prolonged beating. I mean, I guess she'll get you out of there quicker. But you got to get a PR team, man. You got to because it's not looking good. Now it's starting to add up. And we'll get into this, coach. But it was a good win by Joanna Jacek. But listen, I'm still saying, if we got to see if Tatiana Suarez is healthy. I mean, listen, I mean, this is. Did we expect anything else? I didn't expect Watterson to really put up a fight like I didn't from the jump. I didn't think that. I didn't expect that.
Man,
So I'm not.
I knew Watterson would get her ass whooped. I knew this ass whooping was inevitable, and she been waiting on her ass whooping. Like she been, look, Michelle been asking for an ass whooping because all the stuff she been talking, she ain't got to fight this person, she ain't got to fight that person, and I ain't gonna do this, I ain't gonna do that. I guess I need to take Joanna. I mean, I guess I'll take Joanna to get to the title. Like, that kind of stuff, man. Talking all scary. Listen, Michelle. Nobody really cares about that, okay? You got ass whooping another night, okay? You got beat up, okay? You got slapped around the octagon. You got slapped silly. And the only thing you got to show for your efforts is just a teeth kick down the middle. That's it, which didn't land. I mean, and that's just what it is. I know this gonna hurt your heart. I know this gonna hurt your heart, Michelle. You and your mama. I know your mama listening. Look, Miss Watterson or whatever your name is, Miss something. I forgot your name. This gonna hurt your heart, but see, you need to realize and understand that your daughter, you know, done got slapped around the octagon. Okay, she talked all this junk. Now she done got slapped. She done got slapped up. And her last couple of wins, they've been real subpar. Listen, it is what it is. Okay,
Who
people
was it,
just
Coach Kovacevic? or somebody. And I'm not trying to crap on these fighters. I'm not on these
Uh, yeah,
and
she
it's
beat she beat Kovacevic, which
needs to
this
retire.
ain't the same code. Kovacevic, man, she broke in, not broke as in money, just broke. Okay, her last fight with who did she fight last? With Alexa Grasso, that just broke her. Okay, then she went in there and she struggled against Courtney Casey, who been struggling since she got to the UFC. So I mean, come on, man, these ain't notable wins. I mean, come on. Then she got the hell beat out of her by Tisha Torres. What has Michelle Waterson done to earn a title shot? Me, my answer, she ain't done a damn thing. Nothing.
Yeah,
Except,
and it's the same fighters that are. It's like the Angela Hills, and like I said, I'm not one of these guys that come in here. This fighter's no, they're in the UFC. They're in the UFC for a reason. We come on here to promote these ladies, so it's not like we're coming on here trashing. But it's the same. The Angela Hills, the Tisha Torres, the Kovaceviches. You got to give me something more than that. If you look at Tatiana Suarez's resume, and it killed. Listen, people talk about punch stats. Hey, you see the punch? It's like the people who talk about the racial stats and stuff like that. All these statisticians, these amateur statisticians. If you look at the punch stats, Tatiana Suarez, when it comes to power shots, when it comes to submissions, when it comes to getting people down to the takedowns, Tatiana Suarez is either in the top three or leading in every single statistical category. And I was talking to my boy about this. I was like, listen, if I'm a fighter of Watterson of Waterhead Watterson's caliber, right? And I'm a conscientious person, so I can look at myself and say, listen, I'm good, I'm tough, I believe in myself, I'm strong, but I do have issues. I do have faults. I do have weaknesses. I can look at myself and say, well, you know what? It probably wouldn't be good necessarily. I do believe in myself, but it probably wouldn't be good necessarily to take Tatiana Suarez right now. So I get that. I get you coming on and saying, oh, what does Tatiana do for me? You know, you're playing a game. It's a business game. It's a political game, but it's a game that makes sense. But that's not going to stop me and Coach from coming on here and saying, well, listen, baby girl, you kind of got this messed up, you know?
yeah,
1 second, Coach. I'm going to go on mute for a second, all right?
okay. I see my boy PK Boxing and MMA in the building, man. Shout out to PK. Go subscribe to the channel. PK, I sent you out a link, man. Get some of your thoughts on this. I see my boy Eddie, George Page, and Whiskey Dragonfly in the god doggone building. Uh, oh, okay. So Whiskey. So Michelle is managed by IMG. Oh, okay. So that's why she was getting a push. Okay, see, I didn't know that. I know Michelle. They had a lot of opportunities to commentate and just be out there. Michelle be in commercials too, man. It's weird, man. You can get beat up and get in these commercials, but it's that gym, y'all. It's something in that gym, and and I saw a brother, said it's Winklejohn. It is. It's 100% Mike Winklejohn, man. Okay. You have a couple of fighters, man, that don't like him. I know Cowboy Cerrone. He left, and he was saying that Mike Winklejohn is an asshole. That's what he said. You got other fighters in there, man, that's in the gym now that they don't even go anywhere near Mike Winklejohn because they don't want to deal with him. They don't want to deal with him. And then Greg Jackson, from what the sources say, he's not even at the gym like that no more. Okay, he's not there anymore, and like he's really not there that much. So I mean, and even Greg Jackson even went and I helped Cowboy Cerrone with his camp. Outside of the Jackson Wink gym, Greg Jackson did. And then too, in the Jackson-Winkeljohn gym, they don't like it when you go outside to spar with other people. They don't like that. They rather you do everything in house. Okay, everything in house. Jackson Wink, man, man. But it's a curse, man. Oh, it's a curse. I tell you that now, man. It is a curse. Eddie, I do have a person, and I can't reveal her name. I can't say who it is. Um, I can't do that because if I do, then that's gonna, mess up the confidentiality. But the stuff that I'm telling you about, okay, these are real life problems that go on in the gym. Real life problems. You know, on down to Jackson Wink even saying a couple of crazy things, man. some questionable posts on Twitter. You know, Jackson-Winkeljohn, they're just not the right people. Okay, they're crazy, and they try to get off on people, man. They try to get over. They were trying to get Janice Gomez to go, and she decided not to go to them, which that's kind of good. I mean, you got to go there at your own risk. And then when you go to Jackson Winkeljohn, you're not guaranteed to get time with Mike Winkeljohn or Greg Jackson. I mean, you're not guaranteed that. So it's like it's people in that gym now. They don't ever work with them. They got other coaches that they work with, but nah, nope.
Yep, coach. I was actually just talking with one of my boys, and he was saying, like, do they even work with some of the fighters that aren't the big names?
They don't.
This is somebody that doesn't even really watch the women. And for whatever reason, he was even wondering. I don't know how to. I didn't even ask him how the thought got into his head. We weren't even really. We were just talking about the Jackson-Wink gym, or just John Jones and Holly Holm, right? He didn't even know that. I forgot. He didn't know that John Jones was there. He was like, I don't even think they even work with everybody. I'm like, what? What? No, he's saying that this is a casual, guy. I mean, we all are, but I'm just.
Yeah. Oh, Tristan said one of the coaches wants some smoke with John Jones. I don't. You know what though? For that coach's health, I don't know if that's recommendable. I don't think. I don't think that's recommendable to go want to start a fight with John Jones. But
Well, John Jones will probably kill one of these guys. I mean, he's crazy.
yeah, well, John Jones too, man. John been doing a lot of effing up, man. John Jones been doing some fucking up, and that's just what it is. Okay, I can't even sugarcoat it. John Jones been doing some effing up, and he defends Mike Winkeljohn to the end. He defend all them guys, but the main reason people are leaving, people just don't like Mike Winkeljohn. That's true. They don't like him. And then the way he treated Cowboy Cerrone, man. Cowboy Cerrone opened up his gym and got to work. Like,
Yeah. And guys do this all the time. I don't know why he's acting so sensitive and brand new about this, man. Guys getting extra work in different places all the friggin' time. So for you to be like, no, man, you have to stay with us, man. You have to believe in us, even though we're going to throw you under the bus as soon as anything happens. Like, dude, get out of here, man.
True. True. True, 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 true. Rocco 420. Do I have a link? I don't know what kind of link you want. Oh, Eddie says Cowboy, Diego Sanchez, Overeem, Andre, and Rashad Evans. They all left the gym. Yeah, man, that's kind of telling, man. Like all of these people left that gym. Every last one of these people left the gym. I mean, come on, man. Come on. And you don't think it's a problem in the gym. Like, and some people really don't think it's a problem. Some people think you're just hating. I mean, y'all just hating on Jackson Wink because y'all jealous. Well, I'm not jealous of them too. Why would I want to be there? Like, why would I be jealous of Jackson Wink? Okay. Why would I want to be? Why would I want to be jealous of Jackson Wink MMA? No, thank you. I don't want to be jealous of them. For what? Right now they putting on crap. Okay.
These guys get it twisted, coach. It's like I am a women's MMA fan. I watch MMA a little bit in general. But I'm a women's MMA fan. That's what I do. I come on here, I get my perspective. I like the behavioral psychology and this and that. But I like talking about this stuff. I don't train fighters. I'm not trying to train fighters. When these fighters want to get some great PR, okay, we can talk about that. But I have to want to work with you even when it comes to that as well. I'm not just like, it's not, but they get it twisted because it's projection, and that's what they want. They live through these fighters. I don't think about none of these chicks. I don't think about none of these dudes, but they live through that. So it's called living vicariously through them. So, they figure, because I want to do that, then they want it. You want to coach Michelle Watterson. That's it. I got you. Like, okay. No, I don't want to be 10. I don't want to be 10 miles from that gym, that barn, whatever it is, academy.
Yeah, man. I get too close to that, man. I might have to wash and shower for a week. Like, I ain't even playing, man. Them guys, man. It's just I don't know, and it's a reason why people they leaving that gym in mass exodus. Hell, uh, Nico Montano in that gym now, so I'm like, God, dog,
And did
man.
she get as soon as she went there?
She got popped.
I thought did she get popped for something as soon as
Yeah,
she went there?
yeah. Nico did get. You remember? She got popped after the whole Valentina Shevchenko deal
Yeah,
when she didn't make the weight. She came in like at 150 pounds, man, something ridiculous. And then
I thought she had already been at the gym too.
she might,
Maybe not.
where she see she been left Fit Factory. She been left them. Or Fit and MB. I'm sorry, she been left them. And yeah, yep, she was trying to juice to get ready for Valentina. I'm gonna tell you, man. God, dog, amazing, amazing. Jackson-Winkeljohn Gym, what they've done with the athletes they've had, and only Mike Winkeljohn can go and fuck this up. And that's what he did. Mike Winkeljohn messed up everything, but you let these people tell it, man. You just hating on him, man. You just hating on him because he's not black. Or you just hating on him because you're not this. Or I've heard all these comments over and over and over and over. Okay, I've heard this, and the outcomes ain't the same. It ain't my fault that the fighters at Jackson Winkeljohn Gym on as a whole they getting beat up. It's not my fault. Once y'all
Yeah,
talk to Mike Winkeljohn, if y'all so mad, ask Mike Winkeljohn why these people keep getting their asses whooped. How about that? No, but we're not gonna say nothing about that. We ain't gonna say a single word because I ain't got to.
yeah. And I'll tell you another thing. I wouldn't work with Jessica. Nope. I wouldn't work with Andrea Robert E. Lee unless maybe, perhaps, depending on how nice, how good I feel and forgiven I feel, because we're so forgiving. And that's why I don't go out of my way whatsoever to be. That's why the name of this show, bias but balance. I don't go out of my way to be all, oh, you're not fair, because you don't get no points from that. I've experienced that in my 27 years. I've experienced that, me being fair and this and that. It doesn't do anything because nobody else is trying to be fair. Here I am being fair, and then they're saying, well, you're not fair enough. Well, the hell with you then. But unless somebody like Andrea Robert E. Lee, unless they show true remorse, then I do believe, listen, she was under she could have been under a spell, this or that. You know, she knew what she was doing, but she shows remorse. She shows, she gets it. Okay, maybe we could talk about something like that. But like I said, I'm no. And the fact that we're even talking about this, you don't even deserve that. But these guys, they have the mindset of a simp, so that's what they do. They want to work with this person. If only this person could talk to me. Look, I when I had my Instagram, I got a couple fighters to come over.
Hmm.
Just because I support Coach's channel. It's nothing for me to talk to this person, that person. You know why? Because I don't see them as celebrities. They're just people. Simp.
Mm. Dang, God, dog. He called him a darn simp. That's what it is, man. These guys be, I don't know what's wrong with these people, man. But I tell you what, though, if you go to the Jackson Winkeljohn gym, I can't promise you that you're going to perform. I can't promise you that you're not going to deal with an asshole and wink. Many fighters, man, they say they report the same thing. That Wink is an asshole, You can't tell him anything. You can't tell him about future fights, or if you tell him anything with another organization, he shut it down. Like Jackson Winkeljohn, they're crazy. They legit are crazy. But it is what it is. It is what it is, man. They gonna be the same way. They fighters gonna keep losing, and then the fighters that still there, they stupid. Like come on. You can count on the hand how many fans, how many fights that gym has won, and we can say in the last 24 months. How many games? I mean, how many of these fighters don't won anything? Answer is no. They ain't been winning. They winning very little, and they taking a lot of beatdowns.
Well,
Yeah.
I think something that you alluded to months ago, maybe even last year, was the fact that, and we don't have any proof of that, but this is just our speculation. It just comes from experience and knowledge of just life, that perhaps it became about the money somewhere along the line. And don't get me wrong, I mean, money matters. Money
Hmm.
matters. By not having money, you know. But maybe perhaps it became more about money, and when it's only about the money, that's when the demons creep in, and maybe perhaps that's what happened primarily with was it Winklejohn? That's the wrestling one, Wink. But I don't know, man. It's hard to say. I know you talk to some of the fighters, you have more inside information, but I mean, even they probably wouldn't know necessarily like what could cause the coach, one of the coaches, to kind of take a downturn like that, because they're not they can observe what's going on, but it still be guesses with them as well.
Yeah, General. Hello.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. 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 Good. Yeah, I caught that last point, man. That's good. Okay, let's look at some of these comments, man. Okay. John Jones is all they have, pretty much. Yeah, Eddie, I agree with that, man. John Jones, pretty much is that's it for Jackson Wink, man. That's it. That's who they have. It's just what it is. Amos Casey or Amos Causey, could John Jones be better if he changed in? I think he could. I think he'd be better. John Jones is just a tremendous athlete that he knows how to adapt. Like John can be out for 2 years and come back and he'll win a fight. It's because he knows how to adapt to the fighter that he's in. And you've only got a few fighters that know how to just do that. Switch gears and keep it rolling, and he's one of them. Um, I just don't. I think John Jones is brainwashed, and I don't think he'll leave. I think he'll sit there until his time is up. John Jones will stay at the Jackson-Winkeljohn Academy. He'll do it. Man, another thing I hate about them, man, is that they got people in their gym who's struggling. Now, it's not their fault that the person is struggling. I get that piece. But, you have people in your gym that they are struggling very hard. They're struggling, and then, the people that don't want to reach out and, they don't want to help each other, man. It's just, you'd be surprised, man. This one person I know at the gym, and they was telling me, when you reach out and ask these people, for help, man, they like, And all these are millionaires there, by the way. All these people that go there, most of these are millionaires. But they ain't gonna help a soul. They gonna help themselves. Tire money and pay per views. That's what they do.
Yeah, and the $80 pictures. Yeah, we're not mad at the guys for making money. Like, just dude, make the money, you know. But when it's all about that, I mean, like at the end of the day, we care about the fighters as well. It's just interesting when you look at the whole big picture. It makes sense. When you look at the whole picture, when you look at the entire canvas, it makes sense.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna take your word for it. He said it makes sense. Okay, gentlemen. Let's switch topics, man. I don't know how much time I have left on the Bias for Balance podcast. And guys, you're watching Coach Sheldon Harrison with my co-host General Africa. Be sure to go subscribe to the channel. His channel is being shadow banned like mine, and therefore we're only word of mouth. Many of you didn't get you didn't get this notification. Many of you didn't. You just happened to cut on the YouTube. You kind of knew about what time I started the Bias for Balance podcast, and then you clicked on, and now here you are. Okay, so please, guys, YouTube is shadow banning a lot of us. Get the word out. Okay. All right, Sergey Kovalev. Finally, multiple charges, beating on a woman. Oh, so what you think about that, General?
It sounded like you cut off at the end, but you said multiple charges for beating on a woman, right?
Yep, yep. Sergey Kovalev. And in fact, why you think the news media they hiding this? But of course, the new media and the LDBC, we are reporting this. But
Yeah.
yeah, what's up with old media? Ain't nobody saying nothing yet.
Is this why you dislike us LDBC detractors, LDBC haters that can't get our name out your mouths? You know, want to talk about us every day, put our titles in the videos, even though we don't give you attention. Is this why? Because we had the nerve to say, well, I mean, yeah, it's wrong on all counts. It's wrong right here as well. Sergey Kovalev, 2 counts, I believe. And I don't know if they threw in the count of beating on the dog as well, for the animal rights people. I mean, is this it? you know, because you talk all about, oh, Andre Ward, or you talk about we didn't like Floyd, and listen, I don't like Floyd. He's a jigaboo, and he's an attention, what. So I don't like the guy. But I
Yeah.
don't like I don't like Mayweather because he's this and that. But you didn't like Andre Ward. Some of you even I have the comments. I haven't been on here as long as 7-8 and Coach and Blood and Ropes and a lot of the guys, but I've been on here a minute. Still got the comments somewhere. Of you wishing Andre Ward got ran over by a bus. Well, why didn't you like Andre Ward? I mean, he did everything that you wanted him to do, but then you support Sergey Kovalev, who beats on women. I mean, it's disgusting, man. It's disgusting. It's. I mean, I don't. It is what it is, man. I mean, because at the end of the day, I'm kind of like incredulous because as a human being that's honest, I can say that look, I don't like any of it. Your hands on a woman, I don't like it. I don't know, but I know nothing's going to come from this. He'll probably keep his visa. He'll keep on fighting, and all the people that say that we're biased, the demographic, and let's talk about that because people will say, well, this person used the word demographic. He's black. Well, that doesn't mean that he can't be racist. Who like my brother 7A said, there were black people catching slaves. So just because you're black and that doesn't exclude you from being hate filled and hating who you look at in the mirror every single day. So to the people who talk about us as the demographic and we're such horrible fight fans, and really I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna leave it alone because you shouldn't even be honored with this type of response. But what about this? Are you gonna talk about this? No, you're not gonna talk about it because of your own weakness, because you're weak, you're a coward, and you believe the rhetoric. You believe all these statistics. Well, well, this guy said that black people were so violent against each other, so it must be true, and this and that whole type of thing. Well, I mean, you can believe what you want, but I know who I am, and I know what Sergey Kovalev is. Sergey Kovalev is a monster. Sergey Kovalev needs to be locked up, and the key needs to be thrown away. There's something wrong with that guy. Now, somebody's going to run with that and say, yeah, Sergey Kovalev, there's something wrong with him. It's a mental thing. No, he knows what he's doing. There's something wrong with him, but he knows what he's doing. And if this man kills somebody, which he very well could, I mean, I know Galata, he didn't do that, but we all saw, well, the older people saw the downturn, the downward spiral with Andrew Gawota for the Polish watchers or Galata, and they saw that downturn. Well, the same downturn is happening with this guy, Sergey Kovalev. And one day he may seriously harm somebody, specifically a woman. And to all the people who defend him, and you wanna ignore what he's doing and point the finger at us. Well, I can't say necessarily that you have blood on your hands, but I mean, you need to look at yourself in the mirror as well. That's it, man.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna cook on this for a minute, man. And, this the same guy, who pretty much he got his idea about women. Women need to, basically he told Carissa Shields that women just need to be at home. Women shouldn't be fighting. Women shouldn't do this. Women shouldn't do that. This the same guy who, called Adonis Stevenson a monkey, wore the shirt, had his darn son wearing the shirt, saying that Adonis Stevenson is a monkey. And then he tried to play like, oh, well, I didn't know it was offensive. I didn't know that. Okay, and then fast forward, now you got Sergey Kovalev whooping on women. You got Sergey Kovalev whooping on women, and I ain't seen none of these major boxing websites and channels. Okay, especially these fair people on YouTube. It's a whole bunch of these channels. Ain't nobody reporting on this. I wonder why. I wonder why they're not reporting on this. And there's no explaining. You should. I mean, this is news. Okay, because when Adrian Broner got in trouble, calling him all kind of names, ignorant. Floyd got in trouble. They was all on it. Now it's quiet as a church mouse smelling possum piss in his own nose. Okay, that's just what it is. Sergey Kovalev needs to be locked up with Conor McGregor. They both need to have their asses in jail because they're not doing anything for society. Okay, he ain't doing nothing for the sport of boxing. Okay, him beating up women ain't helping the sport of boxing none. Okay, it's just what it is. When are we going to arrest Sergey Kovalev, okay? When is the paperwork going to get done so we can get this criminal off the damn street, okay? That's what we need to do. Excuse me. We need to get this criminal off the street, man. Hey, I'm sure that, us good, hardworking citizens that live here, we be terrified of this criminal. We be justifiable. We got to take him down. You know, this man's a criminal. He's going to remain a criminal. He's a woman beater, womanizer, all of the above. This guy is just trash, okay? Anybody supporting Sergey Kovalev now, and you know what he is and know what he's doing, it's something wrong with you, okay? But there are people that will still come to the defense of Sergey Kovalev because he really is that stupid, okay? And they're stupid. And that's my thoughts on this Sergey Crusher Kovalev. Yeah, right. And you ain't no
And
crusher.
yeah, and these same people, they'll be cheering you on when you call out, Clarissa Shields' family member, brother, whoever the guy was. They'll cheer you on. Yeah, man, good job. But then they're silent or they're mad at you when you call out Kovalev. Well, listen, idiot, you don't control what we talk about, okay? Because you're not obviously you you talk about who's biased and who's that. Well, we don't hide the fact that we're biased. We don't hide that. But there's like a litmus test for you. Well, how dark is he? Okay, I might have to just let this one go. That's what it looks like. If me pointing that out upsets you or ruffles your feathers, so be it. But see, everybody gets this work. Even the people that we do like, they get this work. The fighters that we support. If you say, oh, it kind of wasn't, they kind of did some things wrong in the fight, we're going to say it. Then I wasn't really buying that. We're going to say it. But for you, you have a litmus test. You don't like me pointing that out? I'm race baiting? Okay, I'm a race baiter. I don't care. I don't care. The fighters don't care. All the fighters that coach interviewed that keep on coming back, that support us because we support them and we got something good going on, they don't care. Honestly, your opinion to me does not matter because I don't care. Sergey Kovalev needs to be in prison. But we all know what's going to happen. They're going to squeeze out. They're going to let this thing go on for a little bit longer, maybe get another fight, finish. It's really about the money. And when he's no longer, and he's kind of dead weight at this point, but, when he's really dead weight, then they're going to allow him to go to Russia and he will never return. The end. Because of people like you. Because you don't care.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. He doesn't care. General Alka broke that down beautifully, man. He broke it down beautifully. Okay, man, let's get on over here, man, to Usyk, man. Oleksandr Usyk. Okay, what are your thoughts about his performance when he fought um, Chaz Witherspoon?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it real. I still haven't watched that fight. I didn't know whether it was Chester or Chaz. Hey, listen, Usyk. I will watch that fight and I may do a breakdown. Listen, I've given Usyk his props for being undisputed, and I like that. But I'm gonna use this opportunity to state the fact that I didn't like the fact that Usyk and his team were cloud chasing out for Deontay Wilder and using Deontay Wilder's name to build their hype. Usyk, you do not plan on fighting Deontay Wilder. Can I say that with certainty? Yeah, I can say that with certainty. I mean, you might not believe I can say it with certainty, and you might disagree with the fact that I can. I'm just hypothetical. People out there might disagree with me saying that with certainty, but I am confident, and I'm pretty certain that Alexander Usyk or whatever Usyk does not plan on fighting Deontay Wilder. Usyk, you're a good fighter. You're a very good fighter. I've seen some of your fights, man. You're talented. You do have some size. You're a heavyweight. And anybody over 200 pounds that is trained fighter can do damage, can potentially kill somebody. So I'm not trying to diminish Witherspoon or this and that. But, I mean, in theory, I am diminishing it because, I mean, even though we know that this guy's a heavyweight and Usyk came up, we kind of knew what was going to be the outcome of this fight. And, I mean, what was it, 7th round TKO or something like that? I mean, it's going to continue to be like this, guy. So just be ready. I mean, he down the line, he might fight Parker or somebody, and Parker will probably sell his belt because that's what he does. Or he might fight Carlos Takam or Just guys like that, a Huey Fury, and that's gonna be it. Just get ready. Just be prepared for that. I get sick and tired of these conversations. Well, Usyk, he's fighting, Ugo Fury or something like that. Like, okay, so I mean, listen, wake me up when he's gonna fight some of these other guys. Even a Pulev, even a Manuel Charles. I mean, somebody and Pulev and needs to get out of here as well. But I mean, wake me up when it's something like that. Okay. I mean, just the fact that he's using Deontay Wilder, well, you're taking it personal. He's just like, dude, I do this. I watch this. I study this. I mean, this is what happens. If you don't see it, then you don't see it. But I mean, that all being said, I mean, I heard it was a good fight. I will potentially watch it. I mean, within this week. But I mean, I want to hear your thoughts on it. I mean, I'm sure he did some interesting things, but I don't know. I wanted to say something else, but it'll probably come to me. But I mean, this is what is going to happen. He's going to keep on fighting these Chester or Chaz Witherspoons and stuff like that, and down the line he might fight some other guys. But I mean, this is the hype machine. I mean, this is what I saw all these videos, and I understand people reporting on it. I do. I'm not talking trash about that. But leading up to the fight, the whole Deontay Wilder thing was just, I was like, really? Like, come on, man. But go ahead, Coach.
Okay. Let me see. What am I doing? Now, okay. Hit me with your last point, man. Hit me with your like. What did you say on your last point?
I'm just saying, I gotta watch the fight, but I heard it was a seventh round TKO. I'm interested in hearing your breakdown of it. But it was just the fact that it was just so much talk of like Usyk. It says he can beat Wilder and this and that. I was like, dude, it's just he's not gonna fight him. He won't.
Well, I like Usyk. Well, you know what? I like Usyk. He looked good in the fight, but again, too, man. Listen, man. You fought Chaz Witherspoon. They dug this guy. They dug this guy up out of the grave. I don't know what they did. They found this guy somewhere. I don't know. On top of Old Smoky. Who the hell knows? But he beat up Chaz. But that's what you're supposed to do to people that's not on your level. You're supposed to beat him up. You're supposed to take him up out of there. But I think Deontay Wilder, decapitates this dude. People, talk about the boxing, Oleksandr Usyk. They talk about the boxing, and I'm like, but yeah, he can box, but see, he don't have a granite chin. Okay, he can box, but he still get hit, and that's my thing. That I kept trying to tell these Usyk fans. Okay, like, listen, this dude's still taking, he's still getting hit. He get hit more, like this is the 200-pound Lomachenko. No, it's not. Can't compare. They
Not
do
even close.
they do one thing that's similar. They rotate people around. They can turn you. They can turn you. Quick as you get them around, they turn you. That's the one big thing I see. With this the one good thing. This is the one thing that I see with Vasily Lomachenko and Usyk. You're not gonna be able to do that to Wilder, and you're not gonna be able to avoid his right hand, for long. See, I don't know if Usyk ever had any intention of fighting Wilder. It don't seem like it. It just seems like they want to talk about him from a distance. But they don't really want no smoke with Deontay Wilder. They really don't want that smoke with Wilder. They think they want it, but they don't want it, and that's what it is.
Yeah, and then that's why now I remember what I was going to say. I mean, even the fight with Usyk versus the guy from the UK that is just so annoying. That's always running his mouth. Because you touched on his defense, and I want to touch on that. What was his name? Tony Bellew. I mean,
Oh
he was
yeah,
getting touched up in that fight in the first couple rounds. I mean, Bellew, I was like, oh, I mean, Bellew, and then Bellew just like got that one punch, and it was like, okay, now I know why he retired. No, Usyk is not Lomachenko, and Lomachenko's a very good fighter as well. I think that he can't move up. If he moves up, he's done. And before I had it's 60-40 in favor of Lomachenko versus Tank, but now I have it probably 50-50 now. But Lomachenko and Usyk, dude, the only combination is they're both from the Ukraine and they're both white. And they both have, they have skills. Like you said, they rotate. Other than that, they're not the same. They're not. So people comparing, I mean, that does a disservice to Lomachenko. And I'm not like I don't dislike Lomachenko, but I'm not like a big fan of his. And I'll say that that's a disservice to. But these guys, they think they're supporting these dudes, but really, when you put all this undeserved hype behind them, I wouldn't even say all of this undeserved with Usyk because he was undisputed, but it's undeserved at heavyweight. But when you put these high expectations on him, and now you're saying Usyk, he's the heavyweight version of Lomachenko. He's not. He's not. And he gets hit. And you go up against a guy like Deontay Wilder. We all know this. He'll get decapitated. It was a clever ploy by what is he? Is he with Matchroom? I'm not sure, but whoever the promotional company is, it was a clever ploy. Okay, well, let's just bring up Deontay Wilder's name. Okay.
Yes, sir.
And it worked.
Yep. You telling the truth. You telling the absolute truth, General Africa. Man, General Africa, man, don't put it down. Rocco, the phone lines are shoot, they not open. I think they open. Yeah, the phone lines are open. Okay, they're open. Okay, so let's check this, man. We can do like a recap. We got about like 9 minutes left, man, and I'm keeping it to an hour today. Um, Other MMA news, okay? Other MMA news and other stuff that's going down, okay?
You want
Dana
to talk
White.
about
Oh, go ahead.
Rebus versus Dern
Yeah,
real quick?
yeah. Let's talk about that. Um,
Okay, you go first.
Mackenzie Dern, I don't know, man. Everything just looked bad on Mackenzie. Her weight cut, the way the weight cut made her body look, man. She looked weaker. Mackenzie Dern couldn't even get her jiu-jitsu working, man. Amanda Rebus took this girl, threw her all around the octagon, and really Rebus did whatever she wanted, man. The jiu-jitsu skills of Mackenzie Dern was completely neutralized, and this left Mackenzie Dern trying to hit an overhand right. Okay, an overhand right that was not there. Okay, and it's the damnest thing you ever seen. And I started thinking, man, God dog, Mackenzie. Now she finally got touched up. She was pregnant. Now, but one thing that I do have to put out there, man, Amanda Rebus got popped for some heavy steroids. And see, I'm thinking, okay, is Amanda Rebus, is she clean? Okay, is she really clean? Or is she masking anything? But that was my first thought. But I'm glad to see Amanda Rebus win that fight because, number one, Mackenzie Dern, missing weight, out here partying, out here doing all kind of crazy stuff instead of focus on her craft. And this is what happened. She got a little self knocked up and, had a kid. Congrats to her. She came back too soon because she wanted to get in there. And she went in there and she got decimated. This fight with Amanda Rebus wasn't even close, man. I mean, Amanda Rebus beat her from impulse and she beat the brakes. She beat the wheels off Mackenzie Dern. I don't know. These Dern fans, it's going to hurt your heart. I know it is. But there's nothing you, especially you, going to do about it. See? That's what we say around here. Nobody want to deal with Mackenzie Dern. Mackenzie Dern just looked a damn mess, man. She looked a mess. She looked horrible. Horrible. And, I'm sitting there thinking, man, you can get an average fight in there with her that's got some takedown defense, man. You can win. You can win. Mackenzie Dern is beatable. And actually, Mackenzie Dern got beat by Ashley Yoder. See, I thought she lost that fight, but they gave her the fight anyway. Damn, boy. Mackenzie Dern in trouble out here in these streets.
Yeah, you know what? And I'm trying to figure out because she fought Ashley Yoder at 125, right? Or was that 115?
It was at 115.
Was it 115?
Yeah.
Huh. Kenzie Dern needs to go up to 125, man. I mean, I didn't see it at first. I was looking more at her face, but then I was looking at her body, and I was like, man. I mean, usually Dern carries that weight. Like, usually when fighters they cut weight, they start losing that the body fat, and you definitely see the loss of the body fat in the lower half. I mean, but with Dern in this fight, I mean, a lot of that was gone, and I'm like, you usually don't see that with Dern. I mean, it just seems like this fight, man, this weight cut took a lot out of her. Like you said, listen, I mean, she looked bad. She looked bad, and she couldn't even get her takedowns going. She got whooped from pillar to post post out to the parking lot. I mean, nothing was working for her. And then she kept on going for these rights, like, like, God dang, like, if you go for one more overhand right, it's not working. It's not working, Mackenzie. And she kept on doing that. And Rebus was just, she did, I don't want to compare what she did to what Jan Jacek did to Watterson, but I mean, it was a whooping that you can't compare in a way because it was just, and those punch backs were interesting. I'm like, I don't know, I mean, but for Dern, I don't know for Dern, but for Rebus, I mean, she was just every single round, just boom, boom, jab, jab, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, leg kick, jab, 1, 2, leg kick, thigh kick. You know what I mean? And she couldn't get anything going. She couldn't get anything going on the ground as well. Um, that opened my eyes to Rivas, man. I like Rivas or Ribas. I don't know how they pronounce it in Brazilian, but Brazilian Portuguese. But I'm interested in seeing Ribas going forward, man. I mean, she put on a clinic. Like I said, and like you said as well, Mackenzie Dern just looked bad, man. I mean, like, usually she carries that weight, especially in the lower half because she's a thick girl. But, that was even not there. I'm like, because she's not really as thick and sturdy as usual. Um, just looked bad, man. I don't know if it was like, because at first I was like, maybe coming off from pregnancy, having a baby, it was like more motivation to lose weight. But if it was more motivation to lose weight, then you would think that she would have lost it kind of consistently and throughout the whatever, and then she would have carried her weight better, and then she wouldn't have looking so sunken in. And but I've never seen a chick look thick and shriveled at the same time, like kind of like when you're thick, you're like, okay, I know she's kind of thick. It's like when Irene Aldana, when she's you could tell that in the off season she's going to pick up that weight. But with Mackenzie Dern, it was like she looked like she had that body structure was shriveled at the same time. I'm like, what is going on? It just didn't make sense. And I think Mackenzie Dern is going to have to go up in weight or something like that, or something. She's going to have to go back to the drawing board because she looked really bad in this fight, man. The one thing I will say, and I will salute Mackenzie Dern for this, is, she had true, warrior mentality when it comes to, she's not one of these people she's going to storm out and stuff like that. She's going to take the loss like a G. And I like that. I do like that. I'll give her credit for that. But she's going to have to go back to the drawing board.
Yeah, general.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Good.
I just said she's going to have to go back to the drawing board, man. I don't know how what was the diet, the weight cut, or whatever the procedure, but she just didn't look right physically. I said in the stream she always looks tired, like she doesn't get a lot of sleep before the fight, but it was more than that. It didn't look like she lost the weight right. I mean, even her legs weren't as muscular. They weren't as. It just seemed like it's like just like she lost the weight in all the wrong places, and like it wasn't a good weight cut. But I don't want to say that. I don't want to take away from Rivas' win as well, but I do have to consider that.
Yeah, man.
And one more thing, Coach, in regards to the thing, I hear you on that. I don't know about residuals and this and that. I don't know when she did get popped, but I mean, I at the same time I do feel like, if it's something's in your system, you're most likely going to catch it, unless anything comes out where they say, well, she said she had this and she gave a doctor's note, and then okay, well, now you're throwing questions into the equation and variables into the equation that we have to consider. You got popped before, and now you have this doctor's note about this or that. But if none of that comes out, then I just have to take it as an old-fashioned ass whooping.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I have to take it. See, Reba's, she messed up, man, with them steroids. She messed up, and now see people are gonna start thinking it. I'm like, man, because Reba's, I mean, it wasn't. She was like literally tossing Mackenzie Dern's around. Okay, like I'm like literally she was tossing her around, and I'm sitting here like, God, oh, like this not even funny, man. Mackenzie Dern, I mean, black belt, a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu practitioner, same one who beat up 250-pound Gabby Garcia. All of that, okay? All of that, man. And you get thrown around by what 115-pound Amanda Ribas? Like, I don't know. I don't know. But I tell you what though, man. Ribas looked impressive, man. Looked real impressive, extremely impressive. Um, yeah, just looked impressive, man. I enjoyed the whole thing. See some of the people in the comment thread. Eddie, see Apollo Spade up in here. Definitely speaks on a lot of good subjects. I like his channel. Um, yeah, man. I see him, man. Does a good job. But I wanna really kind of hark on that, man, because sometimes people they don't respect the sport and they don't respect their bodies. And when you don't respect either one, then you lose. Okay, that's what happened. You lose. And I think Mackenzie Dern probably learned a lesson. You're gonna keep your big ass in shape. That's what you're gonna do. You're gonna
Yeah.
stop doing all the stuff. You're gonna stop twerking at the beach. You're gonna stop doing all of that. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna get in there and you're gonna do what you gotta do to win. Because see, she was relying on that darn BJJ too much, man. And when if that's all you rely on, then people know that that's all you got. Well, if they can neutralize that, what do you got? You ain't got nothing. You ain't got a damn thing. You only have your ass whooped. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. You are left with an ass whooped that you can't even deal with because it got whooped so bad. Yeah, man.
And she's walking around the octagon. Like, it's one thing with Wilder and Fury. We know what Wilder can do with that right hand. It was a little frustrating seeing him do that, but we understand. Well, Mackenzie, I mean, all right, we saw what you did with ABC, but like, girl, you don't got it like that. And she's walking around like she has like the friggin' like she's the Hulk in that right hand. And I mean, don't get me wrong. You get hit with that overhand right by Dern, she's gonna do some damage to you with her big butt. But I mean, girl, like, you can't. You're not that proven with the right hand, and you're not as skilled with it either. So you're really telegraphing it. I felt for her, she's putting all that might into it. But at the same time, I mean, you can't just lay down and on the beach and not do this and that, and then just I'm gonna throw the right hand. 1 second, coach.
Yeah. I'm just listening, man. It's good commentary by General Africa Awaken. General Africa Awaken, man. Good commentary. Yeah, not right now, y'all. Let's see. What else am I? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm
Um,
back.
okay. I wanna cover one last thing, man. I wanna cover this last thing. Okay. Usyk versus Wilder. Let's just say hypothetically, if that fight happened, man, what happens, man? Do you think Usyk will outbox Deontay Wilder for 12 rounds? Do you think Deontay Wilder catch him, or do you think the fight will be like some kind of draw? Like, what would happen if they fought?
If Usyk fights Wilder, I think. Well, this is the thing. Wilder has boxing skills, so anybody watching the Luis Ortiz fight, or even the Fury fight, I mean, well, at least with me, man. I mean, Wilder has boxing skills. I think sometimes even it's like when you look at what Otto Wilder did to Fury, Wilder, it would be even though I think Wilder would definitely knock Fury out, you can't necessarily correlate it because Wilder is he's not necessarily a counter puncher, but he's a he's a what do you call it? He's like a puncher boxer. Okay, so he has more. It's more knockout power, but he can actually box. So it's not. I don't see Usyk just coming out here and outboxing Wilder. I think he'll get some shots in, but I mean, he's going to get hit, and it won't take long for Usyk to get hit. So, but we know what's going to happen. Usyk will land some punches and then get knocked out. Well, I don't know this, but I'm just saying, like, say hypothetical, Usyk gets laid out and gets his head knocked into the 15th row of the stands in the 5th round. Well, because he landed a few punches in rounds 1 through 4, Wilder got exposed. And I mean, something similar I think would happen. Usyk will look decent, and because Wilder is a little bit of a slow starter, but slow
it's not necessarily slow as it is patient. That's how I look at it. You can say it's semantics, but he's going to ease his way into it. Um, and then I think probably knock Usyk out within, maybe sixth round, fifth round, could be even earlier than that. But Usyk will land some blows that won't do anything to Wilder. He might. I don't even know if he has the power to stun Wilder, but he'll land a few blows that Wilder will eat. But I mean, I see him getting knocked out. I mean, period. That's kind of how I see it. But people will try and control the narrative. It won't work. But I mean, Usyk is. I don't see Usyk as being able to do some of these things. Let's not forget that Wilder is unorthodox as well. So some of that stuff that Usyk does is not necessarily going to work. What Usyk did against Bellew's not, or Witherspoon's not going to work against Wilder. That's just kind of how I see it.
Man, man, good breakdown, man. Real good breakdown. Me, I think that Usyk is gonna, Wilder is gonna make an adjustment because Usyk he's gonna outbox Wilder for about maybe 5, 6, 7 rounds, and then I predict by round 9, Deontay Wilder will probably get him out. Um, the heavyweight division is something totally different, man. It's something totally different. You may have your little speedy guys weighing 200 something pounds, or you may have your guys that's massive like 200, 280, like 290, man, in some of these fighters, and they're coming at wait a minute, what was I saying? Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. So they weigh a lot, and so Usyk don't have the weight behind him. He don't have the weight behind him, so he gonna get in there with Wilder, and Wilder gonna hit him with one of those right hands, which are becoming more accurate nowadays. And Usyk is gonna be night night. Okay, it's gonna be night night. And of course, you got people saying, well, we sitting here, we're hating on Usyk, we're hating on him. Nah, we just stayed obvious. He had a good fight. He looked good in this fight versus Witherspoon. Looked real good. But if anybody know anything, we know that Chaz Witherspoon, he's not your top elite fighter. Okay, he was just a guy that looked like a Walking Dead zombie. They just walked forward and tried to grab it. You know, just he was like a Walking Dead zombie trying to just grab at people, man. Talking about, Deontay Wilder knocked this man out, man. But I admire Usyk. At least he do want to fight him. In my opinion, I think Usyk do want this fight, and I wouldn't mind seeing the fight because there's a lot of people that don't want to fight Wilder, and I think he would fight Wilder. That's just me. Um, yeah, man.
Well, if he takes this fight, I'm gonna give him the utmost respect because that I mean, any man to jump in there with Deontay Wilder is a man I can respect, even to get in that ring in general.
That's gonna be hard to do, man. Especially when Wilder start throwing all these punches from awkward angles and.
This is the thing, though, Coach.
Hmm.
It's like it's one thing to say, okay, I think Usyk will fight him, but it's like, well, if he can't do it because his management won't allow him, and I'm not saying that's the case, but that's what I think will probably happen. It's like, well, I commend you, but all right, stop talking about it then. Because then that's the next following question. Do you think that his management will put him in there with Wilder?
Yeah, that's true. They might do it, man. They might. Yeah, you telling the utmost truth, man. Okay, let's read some of these comments, and man, it's gonna be time to roll on up out of here, guys. We've been on here for over an hour. Um,
Coach,
yeah.
I gotta run back to the school, brother.
Okay. All
Gotta
right.
yeah, cars in the shop, so I'm relying on a ride right now.
Okay. Yeah. Don't get stranded,
No,
man.
no. Hey, much love, brother.
Much
Um,
love to you, General Africa.
shout out to my brother, the Honorable Coach Sheldon Harrison. Shout out to the LDW MMAC. Hey, y'all make sure y'all go to the Facebook page. We're gonna get a link in here. That thing's picking up steam. We got even more members. We got people contributing. Jason Rose doing a great job. We got so many people. I don't want to name all the names because I know I'm gonna leave somebody out, but we got some great stuff going on over there, man. So shout out to the LDW MMAC. Shout out to my brother, the coach, and everybody in the chat, man. I'm on my phone, so I couldn't really look at it.
Man, shout out to you, General Africa, man. You a good dude, man. Shout out. Man, shout out to Jason Rose, man. Jason Rose got that LDW MMAC that Facebook group. Jason Rose got that thing popping, man. I'm talking about, man, every minute, man, he putting something on there. Definitely shout out to Jason Rose for taking that on, man. He just said, man, I'll do it. And, he ain't been disappointed. He put mostly women's MMA stuff on there. He'll throw some of the men on there. But, Jason solid, man. Jason Rose solid. Yeah, it is what it is, man. Appreciate Jason. Um, yeah, I agree with Apollo. Now, you said Usyk stunk up the joint. No power in them hands. Someone like Huey Fury would be a good bout for Usyk. He he said Huey Fury hits like a girl. That's kind of funny, man. Because man, there really is levels to this. It's levels to this, man. It's levels to this, and unfortunately, some people don't know what level they on, man. Usyk gonna bite off a lot more than he can chew messing with Wilder. Usyk gonna bite, and he's gonna fight a good fight, but he's gonna eventually succumb to being knocked out. He's gonna succumb to being knocked out. Okay. I'm gonna get my re-hit. I'm gonna get my hits back on everything we just talked about, and it's time to get the rolling, man. Y'all, if you're a fighter, stay the hell away from Jackson-Winkeljohn. And I'm talking about run away from them damn two like they got to play. Look at what they did to Holly Holm. They got Holly Holm ass knocked the hell out. Michelle Waterson got blooded and beaten. John Jones damn near got beat by Thiago Santos. Okay? I mean, you got what? Oh, yeah, I forgot about Carlos Condit. Y'all remember all the ass whooping that Carlos Condit used to get? Man, Carlos Condit used to get the hell beat out of him, man. Destroy it, man. Destroy it. Like everything they touch, they destroy. Okay? They still using these training methods from the 1970s. You guys at Jackson Wink, y'all got to get with the time. Y'all got to get with the time, man. Can't use them 1970 training tactics, and here it is, it's 2019. You can't do that. Jackson Wink, can't do it. That's what it is. Can't do it, Rocco. I agree with that. I think Usyk do need more time, man. See what he got. Put him in there with a bigger opponent. Not necessarily skill, but just bigger, and he'll turn and he'll be able to handle it. Okay, he'll be able to handle it. George said they got 10-4 and Mike Perry's nose turned sideways. Oh man, y'all crazy. Y'all crazy. Well, guys, I appreciate y'all tuning in. The coach is exhausted. Thank you, everybody. Next time, man, I'll have everything set up for y'all. There's your boy, Coach Shelton Harrison. I am done. What do you waiting on? Support the Best Women's MMA platform on YouTube. Support me. I do boxing. I do it all. And shout out to the people in the thread. I'm